Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch for a detailed look at that forecast, which is getting fairly tricky here as we head over the next couple of hours. Already seeing that snow falling across much of the Denver metro area. That'll continue to increase as we head over the next few hours. I'm just based on some recent computer forecast model trends. So let's start things out by taking a look at those maps here, and with those winter weather advisories that are in place in that teal shading in red, we have those winter storm warnings. That would be, the winter storm warnings are just to the west of Denver, including Jefferson County. So as soon as you cross Sheridan Boulevard, you know that winter storm warning east of Sheridan Boulevard, and across much of the eastern plains, you're looking at winter weather advisories, wind chill advisories, also placed for a few counties along the eastern plains. Broad view, that snow filling on in from north to south. Looks like that snow really encompassing much of the metro area at this point, although DIA maybe not so much in the way of snow for us out there yet, but that snow filling on in even by the airport. Now Denver, right now again, everybody's seeing some of that snow. I'm actually looking outside of our studios here at Spear and Logan. It looks like that snow not quite sticking to the roadways yet, and that's because, well, you might remember yesterday we got up to 58 degrees here in Denver. We've had sunshine the last few days, so the asphalt, the pavement itself is still fairly warm. But the thing to watch for is once that sun goes down about an hour or so, we will see that snow really starting to stick pretty quickly here to the roadways. So again, don't be misled by the fact that the snow is not sticking yet to the roads and pavement. All right, let's walk you through the next couple of hours. What can you expect? Again, once that sun goes down, not only will we be talking about that snow more likely than not sticking to the roadways because of the lack of sun. Well, the other thing that's going to kick into place once we get after dark is that snowfall rates will increase. It's going to be snowing more heavily once that sun goes down here, with the heaviest snow from this event expected tonight. Now, if you've been hearing us talking about this for the last little while, you probably know that this is a long duration snow event. It's probably not going to stop snowing until mid to late afternoon tomorrow, but this snow is going to be heaviest, and the majority of the accumulation, about 3/4 of the accumulation, if not more than that, is going to fall probably before midnight, if not maybe a little bit after that. So by 1 a.m., notice that snow starting to lighten on up from east to west. Still seeing some bands of some heavier snow in around the foothills, and that's where we're going to see those highest totals. But that snow does really, again, wind on down quite a bit by tomorrow morning. It's still snowing, and it's going to keep snowing basically all day long tomorrow. We get that gentle upslope that'll keep us, again, looking at flakes basically all day long throughout the day. Not only all day long through the day tomorrow, by about sunset tomorrow, that snow does finally come to a close, but not before. Several inches of snow. Here's one computer forecast model's estimate. This is a bit on the high side, especially for downtown Denver, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a few 10, 12, 13-inch totals, especially in the west side of town. I think Denver's looking closer to about 6 to 10 inches, and then east of I-25, notice that sharp cutoff, probably looking at closer to about 5, 6 inches, maybe even a little less than that, 4, 5, 6 inches up by DIA and Aurora. So far this season in Denver, we've picked up 18 inches worth of snow so far this season. Now, just as a reminder, snowfall is officially measured at Denver International Airport. This will be the biggest snowfall that downtown Denver has seen. At DIA, we may end up seeing a little bit less than what downtown picks up. I would say, again, at the airport, you're probably looking at closer to about 4, 5, 6 inches worth of snowfall. And you get to downtown, and we're looking at about 6 to 10 inches. So again, big discrepancy, sharp snowfall gradient, but we will certainly chip away at that season-to-date deficit with this snowstorm. Other big takeaway, and something I haven't talked about yet, and something I really do want to emphasize, is those temperatures are going to be very, very dangerously cold as we head through the next day or so. Now, it's fairly mild by relative standards right now. It's 27 degrees in Denver, most of the plains in the 30s, even in some cases close to 40 degrees down by Pueblo. But we get a secondary push of colder air tonight. You can kind of see it there. That secondary push of colder air is going to drop those temperatures, and more importantly, drop those wind chills by tomorrow night. Those wind chills, let's go back to this for a quick second here. Those wind chills, again, by mid to late afternoon, around 0, if not a bit below 0, in and around the metro area. And by tomorrow night, once that snow clears, the skies will start to clear as well, and that'll pave the way for dangerously cold conditions for Thursday morning. It's going to be very cold all day tomorrow, don't get me wrong, but it will be much colder once we get into your Thursday morning. So tomorrow, let's take a look at those temperatures. 16 degrees for us here in Denver, winter weather advisory in place. And we'll be looking at those winds gusting about 10 to 15 miles an hour at times. Nothing too crazy about the winds, but again, when you're talking about high temperatures, only the mid-teens, the winds will make it feel significantly colder than that. So highs just in the teens for your day tomorrow. And those temperatures really just plummet throughout the day as we get that secondary surge of Arctic air. And that'll drop those temperatures down in the single digits by tomorrow night. And the wind chills will make it feel a lot colder than that. Probably, again, sub-zero once we get to about 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And that 7-day forecast, well, we got a little bit of everything, I suppose, because we'll be back in the 50s by about this time next week. Look at that on Thursday, though. -5 as you wake up on Thursday morning. Single digits for Friday morning. And then we finally gradually start to warm those temperatures on up. But again, here in the metro area, looks like we'll end up with a good 4 to 8 inches worth of snowfall from this event. I think here in downtown Denver, maybe a bit closer to about 6 to 10 inches would be my guess, just because of the fact that those trends have been really kind of going up here over the last little while. And I think the majority of that snow, by the way, does fall tonight. Tomorrow morning, big impacts. Tomorrow evening, we'll have some impacts, but the snow for the day tomorrow will generally be on the lighter side. The story for tomorrow, especially the back half of the day, very cold temperatures here in and around the metro area. Hopefully it's giving you a good idea about what to expect as we head over the next 24 to 36 hours in a very busy weather Wednesday coming on up, and busy weather night tonight here on this Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin will have more details on that forecast coming up at 9 News at 5 o'clock, as well as at next with Kyle Clark at 6, and also on 9 News at 9 and 10 tonight. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe. Yeah.